Yeah, it took me a while to get through this Stranger Things for a while. I mean, it took me like 3 days to watch this, but boy, I tell you what, I was really impressed with this series. Man, this season four, man, I tell you what, this one was really good. I liked all the seasons, to be honest with you. Some were better than the others, but man, I tell you what, the season four was really just, it was phenomenal, man. It really was, And I'm just wondering, is Max really dead? I just seen that, when I was watching, I was like, when 11 tried to go into a dark place to see if she can find Max in there, it was totally just black. I mean, it was nothing in there. But anyway, this is not going to be a long one. I just feel like I need to talk about this to put it on my YouTube channel because I haven't put very much on my channel because I haven't been able to watch nothing because I've been working out 4 days a week and like I said before, I work a lot of overtime and then when I come home I got stuff to do, so it's hard to squeeze in stuff and watch stuff on television and try to upload stuff on YouTube. But boy, I tell you what, folks, man. And Stranger Things season 4 was just, man. I gotta give Netflix a round of applause, man, because they nailed it, man. They did good. I was really happy to see that they actually was going to come out with a season 5, man. I hope they take the good time on this one, though. Actually, I really do. But yeah, man, I just there's so many things in this, man. You got the two doctors that came back. I mean, you had, Dr. Martin Brenner, which they call Papa, and then you had Sam Owens, which was the other doctor, which was, the other doctor. But the main doctor was Dr. Brennan. But then you had Sam Owens. He was the other doctor. They both liked 11, but they both dealt with 11 differently. Eddie Munson and Dustin, man, that trio was just awesome, man. I mean, they really cared for each other. I hate to see, Eddie Munson, die. It was sad how he died. And then those two Russian dudes, man, I really got into their character because I thought, the one Russian dude was a guard. And then his name was Dmitri, and then Yari was the guy with the bad. He was the pilot, and he had all those jokes. I like how those stories kind of offset each other, because you had one group that went over here and did that. You had another group that went over here and did that. I really enjoyed that part. I mean, you had Murray and Jim Hopper and Joyce Byers. Those were they were together trying to. Well, they weren't together. It was Murray and Joyce was trying to rescue Jim Hopper, and then that's how they ended up getting a hold of Yari, which was the pilot. But then you had Hopper, and then you had the other Dmitri was the guard. So, and they all was trying to help each other in their own little way by trying to, Yari was trying to make money, but you couldn't tell if he was telling the truth or not. And then Dmitri, he was putting his life on the line because, he was trying to help Hopper get out of that, Russian prison. And then I like how you had Nancy and Steve and Robin and I think it was Jonathan, because I wrote the names down, because last time I tried to talk about Stranger Things, I couldn't remember a lot of stuff. My mind went blank. But he had Steve and Robin and Nancy, and I think it was Jonathan that was they was doing their own thing. Because where was they going? Well, they was taking care of one situation. And then you had, I don't know, man. There's just so much in here, I was trying to write stuff down so I wouldn't forget. But then you had the one guy that was a jock. He was he was a superstar. He was a star at the high school, popular guy, rich kid. His name was Jason. Yeah. And he was upset by losing his girl because he was. It was a lot of, there was a lot of good things they did in here because he played that role pretty good. I can understand why he was so upset, but he was the popular rich kid. He was good in sports, popular in school. He had the popular girl, and then she ended up dying and stuff. And then you had Lucas and Erica, man. Lucas was wanting to fit in with Jason and them's crew, and he was trying to fit in with them and trying to stay with his buddies on one side, and then he got caught up in the middle of that. And then Lucas's sister, man, Erica, she really stepped up to the plate. I like how she told her brothers, she goes, she said, she was more or less telling me, you're still my brother. I'll still watch, I'll still support your games and stuff. But I don't think she watched all his games. But there was a little thing in there where she was telling him that, because she's just letting him know, hey, you're still my brother, and she did good. I love the fact that Netflix let her shine a little bit more. I love Argyle, the pizza dude. I love him. I thought he was a new character in this, man, and he just good. You guys, I can't help but tell you how much I really enjoyed this. The reason why I was trying to break stuff down because you had so many little things that was like little stuff you had. Let's see, you had Max. I think you had, was Max with Eddie and them? Well, anyway, Henry, which at the end, at the beginning, Henry, which was 001. And then at the end, he called himself Becknell. That's a pretty neat name. And then, but you know what? I'll be honest with you, Levin got her butt handed to her, because when Martin Brennan told her, which they call Papa, he told her that she was not ready to take him on. And she got her butt her butt handed to her. And I mean, yeah, even though well, what's that guy's name? The one kid, oh shoot, can't think of his name. He told her he loved her to try to pull her out to make her, fight better. But man, they still got their butts handed to them because, man, Beckner put it on her, man, and she really wasn't ready to fight him. And that's the first time she really actually lost, because normally she just really just goes in there and just kicks butt. Now, don't get me wrong, she did good towards the end when they all got together, but it took a team effort to take him down. And he really still didn't get, taken out at the end because he ended up, tearing up that little town, and so this thing really left off with a nice little cliffhanger. But all in all, you guys, I hope that they really take their time with this. I think I've been hearing rumors about that they're thinking about going into the 90s. So that would be nice if they can go into the 90s because the 90s would be a good thing to go into because they've been in the 80s for so long. But I really love this one. I was trying to think of the guy's name, the kid's name that's in love with 11. Anyway, y'all know who I'm talking about. I was hearing stuff about how they had so many people in the series. They had to get their little turn in. But for me, when I watched the series, I didn't really think that anybody didn't have time to shine. I thought they all did a pretty good job, to be honest. And Will, I think Will he's just really, he did a good job. You had, what's that girl's name? Nancy and Will and all that. They kind of seem like I think Nancy likes girls and Will, I don't know what's going on with Will, but overall, Will's a really good actor. I think he's a real good actor. And I think Steve, that play, Steve is still in love with Nancy, but I just think that Jonathan, I think sometimes I just think Nancy ought to just branch away from both of them, to tell you the truth. I just think that she should just break away from both of them. But that's just my opinion. But you guys know I'm just jumping around because I did write a lot of stuff down, but I didn't want to. I'm trying to make my videos a lot more shorter. But I just wanted to upload this. I was thoroughly impressed with this. I love the prison guards. I love the prison escape. I love the stuff that went on in the prison. I love the road trip that Will and Jonathan and Argyle and just I can't think of the other guy's name that was that's in love with 11. I didn't write his name down, but I should know his name. But like I said, I get in front of this camera, I forget. I love how they were in the van doing their thing. Then you had 11 and Dr. Brennan and Dr. Owen over here doing their thing. Then you had Murray and Joyce doing their thing, and then you had Jim Hopper and Dimitri, the guard, doing their thing, and then because you had Jim Hopper and Joyce, but you had Jim Hopper and Joyce and Yuri, they were doing their thing, and then you had Hopper and Dimitri, they were doing their thing, and then you had Jason, which was the popular kid in high school. Him and his buddies were doing their thing, and then you had Lucas and Erica and Max and Eddie and Dustin and Nancy and Robin. They were doing their thing. So that's what I really enjoyed about this, because I had to make sure I wrote this down, because last time I talked about Stranger Things, I couldn't think of everything because I had to write everything down, because I have a lot of notes in front of me. But overall, I was really impressed with the new characters. But I hope that they don't lean too much into the girl on girl and the guy on guy. I can't help but tell you that, because I just hope that they don't do that. But the way they did it in here was very smooth, They didn't kind of like throw it down your face and cram it down your face, because I'll be honest with you, I don't get into it. But, to each his own. But anyway, this is just an excellent show. I'm not sure that, Max should come back. I mean, man, he broke her legs, he broke her arm, and then, I do believe that, 11 jump-started her heart, but I just don't think she could. When 11 tried to go into the dark place, there was nowhere. It was just totally dark, because if 11 was walking around, it was just pitch black, So, anyway, you guys, that's all I have. I know I don't get that many views off this, and I just want to put this out there. The reason why I don't like talking about newer movies or anything like new hot shows that's on any of these streaming services, because you're huge YouTubers, man, they'll gobble up all of them, because they've been in the game for such a long time. So that's why I don't really like talking about this stuff. But I just need to put something on my YouTube channel. But this time I wrote notes, because last time I got in front of this camera, I was like, oh, let's see, so I got all these notes here. But like I said, I felt like I was watching a video game, you know what I mean? I had the side quest, you had the missions over here, you had it was very, very, very good. God, I just love this, man. I really love this, yes, I really do. So, God bless and take care. We'll catch you next video. But yes, this it got to me. It got to me, man. There was some parts in there that just really got to me. We'll catch you in the next video. We'll see you.